So my name is Verena Wolf and I'm one of the young innovators under 35, and in this video I'm going to answer a number of questions related to my research. So the first question is, how are you transforming the world? So the aim of the methods and the software that we develop in our group is to allow computer simulations of biological processes, such as, for instance, gene regulatory networks. The problem is that we can only observe certain parts of such networks in the wet lab, and it costs a lot of money and time to make such observations of living cells. So this is why we do computer simulations, and one important thing is that we try to get as much information as possible out of these measurements, these wet lab data. And to do this, we built mathematical models and tried to adjust their parameters so that they fit to the wet lab data. And one problem for a very long time was that the computer simulations were extremely time-consuming. And this is where our research comes in. So we have made computer simulations of a particular class of stochastic models much more efficient. So now models that could not be simulated before, or models where the simulation would have taken months, can now be simulated in a few hours just on a desktop computer. Yeah, you don't need a supercomputer for this anymore. So what is the impact that you have had so far? So we are currently developing a software tool so that biologists can easily specify models, formulate hypotheses about the system that they study, and upload their experimental results. And I think the interest in such a tool is very high. And one problem is that the tool is currently not so user-friendly as we want it to be. And currently we are doing the simulations only after a direct contact with the biologists. But our plan is, of course, to make the tool easy to use so that biologists need only little support or no support by us, and everybody can download and use the tool for his or her research. Next question, what kind of future do you imagine? So I hope that in a couple of years we can simulate whole cells. Maybe not all genes, mRNAs and proteins that we have in a cell, but let's say the most important ones, the ones that contribute most to the gene regulatory program of the cell. And this will clearly help us in understanding better what's going on in a living cell. The last question is, what is for you innovators under 35? So this is an award for young researchers that have a vision, that are very excellent in problem solving, and that have or will have, hopefully, considerable impact on society.